Yeah, it's recording now. I don't know, there was some trouble with the YouTube. It's not, some private video settings have disappeared. So, I'll record it, then conversion, then upload. Okay, so what we have on the Nifty, as usual, uh, made a new life high, and what's interesting is that the big opening up in the MACD, which shows a lot of positive strength which is there, and the possibility that from that perspective, if you look at it, that okay, that we could actually see much higher levels on the Nifty, and that would really be interesting because at least from the MACD perspective, this is quite a long way to go before it sort of cools down and that strong uptrend becomes I don't know, weak or something, whatever we want to say. So I think from a day-to-day perspective, it doesn't make sense, but definitely from a trend perspective, this MACD like this and your RSI like this is indicating strength for sure. There is absolutely no doubt about that. So that's something to keep in mind. So we can expect higher levels. Only thing is, I think tomorrow is expiry, right? Yeah. So maybe not much move today, tomorrow, but after that happens, then Nifty could be heading higher. Only I wouldn't say concern is that there is this gap here that we should not forget, and it's basically gone up in the last 10 days, without any halt at all. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Today might be a period, tomorrow, whatever. So some correction at some point, and if it does come down, then 8650, 8700 would be the level to really watch out for. And then if this gap gets closed and it bounces back from there, then that'll definitely be a good place to buy. But for now, 9,000 looks set, I suppose. So that's on the Nifty. Looking at
Musa, the P&F target, what I had done, was around 89.50.
Right. So more or less we are there. Yeah. So even if we, sort of put PNF now, I don't think we're going to check. Keep changing.
I am looking at that stockcharts.com where they show the Nifty chart, and it says price objective is 10,550.
On the basis of what count?
3-box reversal. I think it's double top breakout. Double top breakout.
It has to be a double top breakout in PNF.
Yeah. They haven't given the.
No, I think if you look at the screen I'm putting up here, I think this is what they're talking about. So you had this consolidation, 4-column consolidation, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the breakout there. This I've just put a 1% chart, right? So the breakout level is somewhere here. This X and that X having broken out. So if we look at this, I think you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's my calculator? Oh. And this is an 85 box chart. 85 into 5, 425 into 3 plus this level, the bottom here of say 8,000. But that's still not 10,500. 10,275, 10,300 it is. So maybe their levels are a little different, the level they're calculating off. So I hope everyone got that calculation.
So which pattern are you looking at?
This,
Vertical count?
no, horizontal count.
Oh, okay.
Because it went into this triangle, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns.
Okay.
Okay. So 5 into 3, 15, 15 into 85, and that added to where it's sort of the bottom here is where. But if I guess if you add it a little bit higher here, then you're going to get that 10,500. Because this is where the horizontal line is. That's where the breakout level happened.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So good. So
what was the target coming to?
10,500.
no, what I calculated was 10,275, but I took it from the bottom here. I think if you take it from there, it'll come to 10,500. So yeah. So we are still what? 1,500 points from there. 1,600. Well, it'll come. Why not? When Nifty is back in the green now.
I thought I'll buy some puts when Nifty goes to 9,000.
Okay, but you have to.
Because it's at that time it will touch that return line.
Okay, that way. All right, so let's look at that. If you're talking about the return line, but that's really short-term trading, Balki.
No. I'm talking about if you go to the candlestick chart and join the tops from May onwards. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on that chart almost.
May onwards. Yeah, you're talking about this line, right? Right on top here.
Yes.
This one. Yeah, we are just there.
Yeah.
Exactly there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to trade that line, okay?
I'll buy some puts little, but the problem is now, you'll have a lot of time value.
Yeah. So maybe a little higher at about 9,000. 9,000, even 8,960, 9,000, another 50, 60 points. I think in February, there should be some correction sometime in February and all.
I think correction will be there after budget only now.
That's also a good point. So we have the budget to worry about. All right, okay. So that's the Nifty, looking very close to a return line, close to a psychological level of 9,000, but a point and figure target of 10,500. Right, and then coming to individual indices. So banks have rallied, and I think, like we've been discussing, they will just be the theme for at least the next 6 months, I think, and any dip on banks should be used to buy. There's really no question of shorting banks or doing anything. It'll just be a foolish thing to do, and any correction, keep buying. This was another one which I think, yeah, so 10,000 we were discussing in the FNO class. If 10,000 comes, well, it's come and gone. 10,550 now, and definitely set for higher levels. So no idea where. Let's do point and figure and see. So what? 200. 1%. So same, you had this, you can very clearly see this part without all the noise taken out, and then the breakout at this part, which was at 19,000. And from here you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. If you include this 5 into 3, 15 into 200. That's 3,000 points, and if you take it plus 19,000, you're talking about 22,000 on the Bank Nifty. So that's another 1,500 from here. I think we should probably end up doing a lot more P&F charting, because our door theory, or neither candlesticks or door theory, can tell us higher targets now. Okay, fine. Okay.
So how much did you have? 21.
22.
But can you do the horizontal count on that pattern? Because horizontal count requires the real sort of a bottom or a temporary bottom or something like that.
But this is a consolidation. You can do a horizontal count on consolidation. Okay. I mean, horizontal counts can be for a reversal, so something like this that happened here.
Yeah.
But it can also be done on a zone like this, where a consolidation happened. And here again, what's the one we are referring to? So it's okay. It can be done. Or the thing is this: at least you got some guideline. So not an issue. So next, where are we? Yeah. Bank Nifty. BSE Power finally broken out. I don't know whether that nuclear deal has something to do with it. I think the power is a place to start looking at now. Today, just there. This is an important level from which it had sort of come down last time. And just there yesterday. Just my feeling that this time it will probably break out. So indicators are also looking healthy. I think as a group, the power index is a possible good multi-month investment. Interesting. Realty has finally broken out of the 200-day moving average, 100-day and all of that. It's quite above that. And that's another place to start looking at. So yeah, go back and review our discussions earlier. The levels that we were interested in the breakout of, they're all like being broken out one after the other. So it's all those underperforming sectors which are now beginning to perform, and one should possibly be buying all this now. DLF had corrected a little bit today, some 1.6% in the morning. Now again, we'll have to see. Okay. Oh, big drop in CNX IT yesterday. Why?
I don't know why. 3% infit drop yesterday.
Came to the life high almost, and then it's a pretty big candle. It's like a bearish engulfing of 3 days, not like it is, and nothing happened. Is this on account? IBM news was not yesterday, no? It was last week.
I heard of it yesterday, but
okay, because I'm wondering whether the market's temporarily looking at it other way. That reduced revenues, meaning that the industry is actually not in that good a shape maybe as of now. What's the IT index doing today? Live market. There are indices.
it is up 0.6%. CNX.
Okay. So nothing major. Okay. We'll just have to wait and watch. So IT is wait and watch, I would say. Mid cap. Alright, so I've gone up with the overall market, not surprising. Nifty Junior gone up with the overall market, not surprising. Energy at an interesting point. like a rectangle consolidation and probably break out. And once it breaks out, looks like a 500 point move on CNX energy on the top side. That's quite likely, except that we'll have to watch for this level. So crude fell to another low, right, yesterday, after Saudi Arabia said we are not cutting, and Obama was there. So, okay, we look at BSE Infra. That should have also. Oh, Pharma has made a new life high. Okay, so Pharma, after giving us that scare for some time, interesting. There's some news today's paper about some company which will demerge into 3 groups. Which one was that? Ranbaxy or not Ranbaxy? Max, huh?
Max, MAXs. I think it's a Max Insurance or something. I don't know.
Okay, so these are those Ranbaxy fellows, brothers, who sold out some pharma company, I think, and then
Max India board, Max India it is.
So this guy Ranjit Singh and all, they are all previously something. So Max Financial Services, life insurance. Oh, okay. So Max Life will become the India's first solely focused life insurance company. That's interesting because now it will be the only company which any FII anybody can buy if they want to buy some insurance exposure in India. Okay. So PSU Bank just hanging there but seems to be recovering clearly. Okay, then
but public sector banks did not really participate heavily in the recent moves.
Yeah, but you notice in the last 2 weeks how they suddenly jumped up? They seem to be doing that. So, let me go back. So, this was when the RBI cut was announced and the PSU banks didn't move much, I think. This was, I don't know when it was, 27/6 or something, right? And then 15. Yeah, this.
It moved with the gap up.
Right, but it didn't break the life high at that time. Or not, it's not a life high, but the private sector banks did. And then for next 3-4 days, like did this, and then suddenly gapped up, moved up strongly on the 21st. So I don't know why, but that's how they are behaving right now. And this is a nice consolidation pattern that they have sort of gone through. And MACD has crossed over. And that is, it's just a matter of time and patience that they start doing well again. Okay.
Yeah, I think they are waiting for the results to see. Because I think public sector, private banks results have, I think only Axis has not.
Okay.
I don't think any bank result has come.
Okay.
Yesterday Union Bank was there and it was not good. I think that.
Okay. Okay. Then this is interesting, which is BSE Auto. So auto is making new life highs. Consumer durables have broken out clearly. So they've got 1,000 another sort of 10% move to do. Then capital goods. So finally, this is what I was waiting for. They should probably do better now. All the capital goods stocks definitely are set to buy. Right, just going up, that too with a gap. And any correction on capital goods should be used to buy. FMCG, all right, that's also somehow recovering. Healthcare, okay, we already saw that in CNX Pharma. Metals. So this is one underlying which has still not moved. This is the only index what we've seen so far which is still in a downtrend, and well below the 200-day moving averages and all. So interesting to see where this goes. Some strength is showing up, but still, when you have this massive divergence, positive divergence, which of course in the last 3 weeks it's been going up, but the divergence is much longer over this one, for example, in MA series over 4 months, and suggesting of a lot of strength being built up at lower levels, and possibly much stronger up moves in the making. Not stronger, let me be clear about what I'm saying, sorry. Sustainable up moves in the making, but they will really happen only after 11,000 breaks. And I think if you go back, look at the CNX Realty Index or Capital Goods Index, it's just patience, just have to wait, and it will probably reward, unless I don't know, something happen in the rest of the world and things just collapse. By the way, there's an interesting...
My brother works in mines, Musa, and he was saying that there's a glut of supply, iron ore.
Yeah, so that's, I think, is there's something about Australian iron ore prices. On the WhatsApp group, it had been posted by Keshav or Mahadeshwar, right, about collapsing iron ore prices and all of that. So that's interesting, but I'm just wondering whether, as far as Indian companies are concerned, with the expected push on infrastructure and all, we are going to see, at least for some time, some local growth, which would probably be good for the Indian companies. And I don't know, I'm just speculating. We'll just have to wait and watch. Okay, I think that's it. PSU is really not doing much. Something may happen in the general PSU space if something happened in the budget. I'm a little unsure about that, but I think it's possible. And the other thing to notice about PSU index is that it went from 5,500 to 8,500. That's like a 70% up move in 3 months, and then it's basically consolidating sideways now. This is a multi-month, almost 7-8 month consolidation that's going on, and only once it breaks out above 8,600 are we going to see higher moves. And that could happen, but this is a very, very diverse set of companies, so really can't say much. Yeah, that's it. So that's about all the sectors. So apart from metals, everything is looking at a strong buy. Infrastructure, realty, and power are the three, I think, which have broken out of power just tentatively, out of important levels, and probably set up for multi-week, multi-month up moves, in my opinion. So, any individual stocks that anybody is interested in?
Yeah, I want to see Maruti.
Maruti 3,687. There's some news today about them. What happened yesterday? What is this volume?
Yesterday there was a result which was, I think, okay, not great. So it fell and it recovered so much.
There's something in today's paper about Maruti wanting to make some 1 lakh of those flatbed mini trucks like that Ace in Gurgaon. You know, and that's going to definitely be a big boost, because they're getting into commercial space now, and the Suzuki already does this in Japan. You know, these small mini trucks, and they have the, it's surprising actually why they didn't get in earlier. I guess they were so busy doing cars, they didn't have the time and bandwidth to do LCVs. But it's an ideal platform. Also with petrol becoming cheaper, they also have the CNG technology and all that. It will be a money spinner. Thin margins, but it will be a money spinner for them. Established brand, this, that, all that, and of course all the other stuff about Maruti we've been talking about in terms of things like AMT on newer models and all. But wow, just breathless. 1,500 to 3,500 in less than a year. It's amazing. So looking like a buy, but inevitably consolidations like this happen on November, December, Jan, and again it moves up 200 rupees. That's the time when we start to have doubts. So fundamentally, the stock is clear. Technically, when you have levels like the same thing like TVS Motors and all, at least my personal opinion, you just have to write this day by day, week by week, and one day the chart tells you get out, get out. That's it. Hopefully it doesn't happen after you get in immediately. But yeah, 4,000, I think psychological next mark, 3750, 4,000 is what. Okay, what other stock?
Yesterday there was a report on Maruti from Citi, target 4,200.
That's 1 year target.
Yeah.
Okay. The way it's going, I think it will happen much faster. Probably next few weeks or months only. Is there any new launches? We have to see. Okay. Next stock.
Look at IT, Musa, Wipro, Infi, HCL Tech.
Infi looks like has just dropped for no reason. This big move yesterday. Because volumes are definitely not there. There's nothing on the indicators to hint at any weakness as far as I can see. This is just one of those event days when something happened and you just happen to be long, then this is just those days when you should have been long and you lose money. That's it. Okay, interesting. Some news about Tata Ace Electric could be launched in 2015-16, coming financial year. Okay, so that's Infi, Wipro. Nothing much is happening on Wipro. Wipro has got this big gap that don't know when it will get closed.
It has gone to 600 now.
Yeah. I think I didn't see the results myself. Must have been really fantastic.
Yeah, Infi, right?
Wipro.
Yeah, Wipro was also good. Yes, Wipro was good.
Yeah. Then HCL Tech. That's all. But HCL Tech been going on 3 days. Interesting. Slightly higher volumes. TCS. Wow, this is interesting. TCS results are out, no?
Yeah, they were not good.
Okay. So sometime I think next week, maybe this week will be a little dull. I think some drama will happen. This is clearly one triangle which is happening. We'll have to see how this ends. Volume had come down, volume is increasing. 2,500. Okay, TCS should be watched, I think, at least from an academic perspective. It'd be interesting to see which way it moves. I think what one could do, I think this has a good trading opportunity. 2550 is a good place to go long, and below 2450 or not even 2450, say 2460, 70 would be a good place to go short. It may be a single day's trade or something, but could definitely get good money for it. consolidating for at least the last 1 week in a very tight zone, but overall since mid-December, results are out. And then industry news, maybe it's IBM or something else, will just make it go. And if you look at the CNX IT, there's no news on Infi, is it, yesterday? Some order being lost or something, or one more case or whatever against them or something like that. Or Sika said something in Davos, whatever. Okay. Because looks like it went down mostly because of Infi only. So I'm wondering if there's some specific news. And if Infi is setting a trend, then matter of time before TCS cracks. Right.
Is it good to do a long strangle?
That's what I was thinking. Could be, but you'll have to do it with the February contracts. Obviously, not the giant contracts. Actually, if you really want, it's not. I don't know if it's worth doing it. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Products, live markets, derivatives, Tata. What are that? TCS, no? So this is this month's, which will expire tomorrow. 125 is the lot size. 2,450 is trading at what? 2 rupees 20 paisa. Correct? So that's 220 into 125. 2, it won't make much. 275 rupees, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. And 2,500, 2,550 is trading at 10 rupees. This is interesting. Okay, so basically what I was saying is go short, strangle for Jan, and hopefully this will expire at 2,500 and you'll make all that money, and then do a long strangle for Feb. And your net cost will be down on the calls Feb by 10 rupees and on the put by 2 rupees, not much. So you'll have 2550. Let me be sure. Yeah. Okay, 50 rupees. They said that's it. 2450 is 26, and 2550 is how much? 57. So 57 plus 26 is equal to 83 minus, let's say you do this month's short strangle, you'll get about 10 rupees back, 12 rupees back. So for 71 rupees, you're effectively doing any directional trade. And even if I think it moves by 50, 60 rupees in any direction, and if you just square off, you should be able to make money. Even if you don't, I think it's something worth tracking. Is everyone with the trade? Any questions?
You said long strangle 2500 and
2550. 2550 long.
Okay.
And 2450 short. That also long. I mean, sorry. Let me be clear.
That is 2450 put.
Yeah, go long on 2450 put and go long on 2550 call for Feb.
Okay.
And short both the strike prices for Jan. The idea being, should ideally close at 2500 tomorrow, and you'll make some time value next 2 days, actually today and tomorrow, and then your effective straddle, long straddle is cheaper by that much for Feb. So 71 into 125, your maximum loss is about 9,000 rupees, 8,875. But I don't think that you should look at that. If it goes in any direction, just close it, close the losing leg. And also if it goes short, one thing to be careful about is the 200-day moving average is at 2,420. So if it falls even for a day, you may have to close your put, quickly, long put, because if it comes down and bounces back up, that put value is again gone for you. So this will be like a day trade, or some day it will just break down, intraday go down to maybe 2450 or a little lower, maybe 200-day moving average, and start to bounce back. So if you don't close it, then your profits on your put will disappear. So this is definitely not for investment. This is for trading. And even if one doesn't do anything, then I think it will be good to watch this trade and see how it plays out. Essentially, you have the 50 and 200 100-day moving average right on top, and this downtrend line resistance. And here you have this uptrend line with the 200-day moving average below.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone?
Hello.
Yeah. Any other stocks?
Just 1 minute. I think we'll look at some small caps also. See, Sun Pharma, Ranbaxy and all have gone up, and even Cipla.
Okay.
I really held my nerves to hold it when it had dropped drastically.
Which one?
All Cipla, all of them had sort of come to some trend, some head and shoulder neck.
That way, yeah.
Well, we were, I think, one meeting 2 weeks back, we gave a short
Yeah.
on Cipla.
Yeah. I think almost on all. This is Sun Pharma. Yesterday, big bearish candle. Cipla. Okay.
Sun Pharma is up 1.6% today. And yesterday it has gone.
Okay. So this one, I think, is Cipla. We talked about this head and shoulder short. It zoomed up after that. So MACD again. I think it's definitely a buy again. And then we have what? Sun, Cipla. What was the other one?
Ranbaxy.
Ranbaxy. Not Ranbaxy. What was the other? Yeah, Dr. Reddy's.
Lupin. Dr. Reddy's and Lupin.
Okay, Dr. Reddy, something happened. Down. And Lupin, okay, just sort of up. Mixed bag, but overall up. All right. Yeah, so far, I mean, if you're holding, continue to hold. Overall, as a sector, it has recovered. Individual stocks are giving contrasting pictures for yesterday at least. Okay.
Musa, one more observation. Yesterday, a lot of the Nifty and Nifty Junior stocks had high increase in futures OI.
Okay.
For example, Bank Nifty had 20% increase in OI.
Okay.
Kotak, Ambuja, Infi, Shriram Transport.
But you're talking about these are Jan contracts or Feb contracts?
I'm talking about total.
Okay.
And if you see the individual split, for example, in Bank Nifty, this month's contract increased from 189, 1.89 or 1.8 million to 1.9 million, but next month's OI doubled from 596 to 1079.
Okay.
I am seeing that in both Nifty and Bank, in Nifty and Bank Nifty.
I think it seems to me, my interpretation is exactly the same thing that we discussed TCS. Short this month to make a few months, to make some money, but take a positional trade for next month. That's what I think what it says, because if it all increase, 20% increase for this month yesterday doesn't make a lot of sense and all. But having said that, if this is a lot of institutional stuff, then we have to remember that at the institutional level things are done very differently, so it could be for hedging and all. Which reminds me about this thing was posted on WhatsApp group, I think again by Madhav, about put call hedges on banks in the US at 3-year highs. So whether there is a question of underlying risk that US guys have sort of taken hedges on, or is it something else?
So one thing very clear is that there is strong view. Some people feeling strongly that it will go up. Some people strongly that it will go down.
Definitely. I mean, 20% is not small on Bank Nifty.
Yeah. Even on Kotak Bank, IndusInd Bank,
Okay.
ICICI Bank, everywhere there is more than 10% OI increase total.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. But you take that all into this thing with the way the Bank Nifty has moved up, it will suggest that basically it is strong, long build up. Yeah. There's an article in today's Business Standard, page number 12, talking about 8,000 possible job losses in IBM India in the next few days or weeks. Apparently the annual appraisal phase is coming to an end, and after that the usual action will be taken. But they are not talking anything about more than 8,000 who might lose their job. They employ 4 lakh people in India, yeah?
Yeah.
No, 4 lakh people worldwide, I think. 4.34. Okay. Any other stocks?
Tata Motors is the other one which has really gone up in the last few days, and it has sort of, I think it has sort of broken all the
Wow.
FA targets.
Whoa.
Okay, no, FA targets are at 650, 655.
Whew. My God. 540 to 600. This is fantastic, fantastic. And increasing volumes. Oh, there's again today's paper about rights issue being proposed for Tata Motors. Shareholder approval required and all, which I'm sure they'll get. So I don't know when that is for reducing debt and for growth, it seems, the money to be raised. Wow, great, yeah.
Today it has corrected, come back to 590. But
no, whatever it is, it's just make this weekly.
Today it is down 2%, 2.5%.
If you look at last 3 weeks, above, all 2 out of the 3 weeks are above average volume. So whatever, consolidation for September, October, November, December, 4 months, and then just move up. Patience. All right. Anything else?
Madhu, you want to review specific things?
Yeah, just check only the Motherson Sumi and of course Arvind we can't do now.
No, we can do now.
Ashok Leyland has gone up by 2.5%. Now it is the 68 rupees stock.
Yeah, we want to review Motherson Sumi and Ashok Leyland, sir.
68. Yeah.
Ashok Leyland life high, but last few days going up, last 2 weeks going up on lower volumes, so little bit of concern. But I think trend wise it's very much intact. I think till it goes to 75 at least or 80, some psychological number. This is like your TVS Motors stock, just going up and up and up. So
Yeah, the maximum target given was 75.
Yeah, which is already by Prabhudas Liladhar, I think.
Yeah, IDFC also gave on 16 January. I didn't see any other.
okay. So that's Ashok Leyland. Well, it is still a buy, there is no doubt about it. I mean a hold at least, no doubt about it. I think till at least 70, then of course the fundamental thing of 75. And 75 is just a fundamental target. I mean sentimentally it could easily be 10-20% up or below that. So who knows?
I think the target is 100 now, psychologically.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, quite possible that we're coming there. And then what was Motherson, right? Oh, by the way, Motherson Sumitomo Tools was there at the Intex yesterday. I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know they're into this also. So, yeah, so we had a ascending triangle and conservative measuring implication 450 to 370 also if you take, that's 80 rupees. From here we are talking about 530 as the next technical target in terms of this ascending triangle. Volumes will be difficult to see because of this thing, but anyhow, nothing. It looks like overall declining volume only. Yeah, correct. So this it came down here again. Volume came down here. So 530 and oh, very interesting. On the weekly chart, MACD crossover. So you should definitely be holding it. I think 500, 530 on Motherson. Sorry, what was the target? 530, yeah. 500,
530, no?
530. So it's 475 now, 476. 500, 530, aram se on Motherson is coming. So so at yesterday's Imtex, I had this guy, I told you, who's running an engineering company, or his dad is in Dubai. So he was telling me about how Sumitomo is very aggressive in machine tools in Dubai and the whole UAE, and while Motherson seems to be the lazy partner there, doing not too much. So like when they order something from Motherson Sumitomo from Japan to Dubai, it comes in like 2 days it seems, but from the Dubai warehouse for them to get it takes a week. Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's very interesting, because at least what we read in the Motherson Sumitomo FA, I think Balki or Madhu had mentioned this guy travels 200 days a year or something like that, the Motherson guy. So I was saying, okay, but you know, he's not responsible for that local thing, but at that place somebody else is in charge. But it was interesting insight and all. So yeah, 500, 530, definitely. And yeah, it has moved out on higher volumes last week. So just hold on, maybe buy more also. Yeah, good. Let's look at Arvind. Very low volumes, going sideways, doing nothing. Well, I'm sure, something like land deals happening this way or the other is not something that was decided overnight. It would have taken weeks and months of thought, planning, implementation and all. But all said and done, there's going to be some move. You can see the Bollinger, upper Bollinger band there, lower Bollinger band there, really getting into a squeeze. This descending triangle, now that it's tapered out almost to the apex, doesn't have much value in terms of measuring targets. And don't know, but I think until and unless some event happens and we already know about the demerger, something else beyond that, maybe the stock will not move till we get clarification on the details of the demerger. How do they implement it? What's there for the shareholders and things like that. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's just having to wait for that corporate action now. There's no technicals that you can really do on this. It could go down to, technically speaking, it's I think it's close to 200-day moving average now. Yeah, okay, 250 is the moving average. But all this will change once the demerger happens. You know, how much of the current stock valuation can we attribute to the land? How much can we attribute to the business? All these become questions. But I think one should not look at this technically anymore and look at it as a fundamental play. If one can do some more digging and see if we can find some more reports fundamentally on what this proposal is and get the details of that. It might be up on the NSE as a JPEG. Idiots, that's how they do it. Or whatever. Or there will be, it'll come in the corporate action list, demerger, and there'll be a link to some details. If it's there, then we'll have something more to discuss on that. Yeah, that's about Arvind.
Okay.
Anything else?
So what is the view on oil marketing companies? They have not really participated recently.
I know, it's interesting because, Madhu, anything else on Arvind? If I go to oil market.
That's it.
Okay.
No, that's it. That's it.
What is that? BPCL. Well, this one seems to have broken out on volumes. So even oil marketing was, if we remember, on the index at that level. So technically, I would say it's a buy. Possibility of BPCL, let's say, going back to 750, 760. Gain will be interesting. Has it fallen again? ONGC. Yep. Look at that. So went all the way there, came to a resistance, big shorting, I'm assuming. Even though trend line broken, double bottom there. Interesting. Resistance there and the 50-day moving average there. ONGC, okay, just there. Similar like gain, but not beaten down.
Actually, they were saying that Hind Petro is a better buy because for some reason they will have better profits. I don't remember what was the reason.
Yeah, usually these are technical issues like what type of crude oil each one is processing and where it's located, or costs and or technology upgradation, and the refinery is more efficient or things like that, which of course technically we can't do anything about. Where was this report from?
Somewhere, I don't know whether I heard on TV or
Okay.
report, but they were saying that I'm Remanda Oil Marketing Company, Hind Petro is a better buy.
Okay. Well, yeah, technically from a chart perspective, it's definitely looking better than BPCL. Even from a chart perspective, actually.
It's also a sort of head and shoulder.
Not really. I would say it's going sideways into a sort of rectangle. And I mean, if this is for me, this is a rectangle. It's a consolidation. On the weekly chart also. Yeah, would even be a triangle waiting for a breakout. Look at the volume wall. Of course, can't take this into account, but last 3 weeks, overall volume has been heading down. Okay.
And I have two more, Tata Power and Tata Chem. I think we had talked about Tata Chemical in one of the Nifty Junior IMRs.
Okay. Well, just there, nothing much I would say. I would say for, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what Tata Chem does, but if it's into fertilizers, which is what I think it is, then with oil prices coming down, and if linked to that gas prices have come down, which I don't know, then input costs for all these fertilizer companies which rely on oil or oil and gas for their inputs would be definitely much cheaper, and should therefore, do well in the longer term. And I think there's something about these fertilizer subsidies and all, which we'll have to see if there's any announcement in the budget. So that's the other thing. Okay, so that's Tata Chem. And what was?
Tata Power.
Power index. Maybe all this is the Obama effect. So that would be one level to watch out for, right? And you can see like yesterday, today, or yesterday, day before, went up on good volumes, and should definitely go higher, in my opinion.
Actually, it broke a 6 months trend line, more than 6 months, 8 months.
If you take this, yeah, clearly broken. Even if you want to take the extreme level outside, no doubt, and broken on volumes. Bye, 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 bye.
And the other one which has been sort of going up and is Ultratech, which is in spite of supposed to be not so good result, it has been going up.
Whatever. This is there's something else. I think this is something we kept discussing in IMR for a long time, saying that there's something else happening in Ultratech, because when ACC and Ambuja was not doing well, this was definitely showing signs of strength. And I don't know if this has anything to do with the Lafarge deal that we spoke about, but
I think they are out of that Lafarge deal.
Then maybe the market finds that that's good, because maybe they were priced, the deal was priced too high or whatever. No idea. So I don't know, but I don't know what the issue is, but it's definitely something interesting. But also it says interesting is yesterday's down move happened on good volumes. So maybe some profit booking at least is going on.
And today it is up on reasonable volume.
Okay. Good.
I don't know what to buy and what not to buy.
No, your problem.
Don't have 50 stocks in my spot. I wanted to have 20, now it is already more than 20. So I'm trying to prune some of them.
Okay, you should basically, try and get a handle on what's your time frame, and on the stocks that you are tracking, how much profit is expected on each, how much risk is expected on each. Do some sort of analysis on which could be the most profitable, which would have the least risk, and concentrate your portfolios into that. Because, I mean, I think after what we have done today on Friday, we'll do Nifty Junior stocks. And if you, I mean, you're just going to have more and more. In a market like this, it's just a question of far too many opportunities and far too little capital.
And even that Exide which we were discussing, it is broken 200.
Okay. Yeah, like 5 broken. See again, the theme on this, I don't know whether there's a reason for this, again on good volumes. It's all because it's, input costs coming down, lead, zinc, copper for these guys, I suppose. So, yeah, what else to say? It's you write these themes, and from 180 it's at 198 or 200 psychological mark. Once that goes, it'll probably go much higher. Again, been consolidating for about 3-4 months.
How was that Amara Raja battery result, sir? It went up 8% yesterday, sir.
Yeah, it went up. Today it is down 3.5%. That's what I was trying to find. I thought the result was good.
What? Maybe not up to the expectation. No, that is why always they.
What is the stop code for that?
Go up and come down.
What was that?
Stop code.
Amara Raja.
Okay. No, there's probably something in the fine print that people didn't read. That's why it's down 3.5%. Okay, so the top result would be very good, and then after all that buying happened, and then oh shit, this might have been a one-off. Maybe they sold land or something, and then people realized it was because of that and not this. This is so. If one wants that result, full will be on NSE's website. Read it and see. There might be something in it. Good. Done?
Yeah.
Okay. So good. Good start. Sid has gone to sleep. Almost.
12 o'clock midnight.
Yeah, okay, fine.
So now you must have got used to the jet lag. No, I mean you got out of jet lag, no, Sid?
Jet lag over, but I've been falling asleep by 9:30.
Shit. Okay. What's the time there now?
Okay. So now I think it's 9 o'clock now there.
No, it's 12. I need to stay up like this. I'll not break out of the 9 o'clock routine. So.
Okay. But why do you need to stay up? If you here also used to sleep at 9, no?
I used to sleep by 11.
Oh, you want to make it?
9 is too early. Like I can't get anything.
Okay. 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 So we helped you stay awake today.
Yeah, I think a few more of these late timer sessions. And
Oh, fine. Okay. Cool. Okay. So when I plan to start trading?
I've been looking into the stuff, but anyway, I think now there's no point. I'll probably pick up something on this expiring.
Okay.
Tomorrow it expires, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the contract. So I'm planning to just pick up Nifty, Bank Nifty,
Okay.
for Feb.
Okay.
And I don't know whether I will buy an option to protect it, but definitely just buy a future to start with.
Okay. Fine. Have you?
Sir, can you stop recording?
Yeah. Have you looked at IB in the US?
Yeah, I've been reading up a little bit. I need to contact them. Basically, I just need to get the account opening process started.
Okay.
The thing is here, nothing works without getting a social
Number,
security number.
yeah.
I just got that yesterday.
Okay.
And today I opened my bank account here.
Okay.
So now I'll contact IB tomorrow. I'll send them a mail and get started on that process.
Okay. Cool. ठीक है. Good. Okay, one sec.
And I was just reading a bit. People are using IB even to do currency transfer. Like, if you...
That's interesting.
Yeah, that was even, I was surprised. And it's many people don't use it because the whole process is complicated, and you need to open. IB has its own amount that ties in for your trading account and things like that. But otherwise, the rates are supposed to be extremely competitive. They have just 0.01% commission or something like that, and you pretty much get whatever's the current exchange rates.
That's damn good, yeah. Somewhere in other places, your commission can be as high as 5, even 8%. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's see, even now, when I pull out from my Kotak account, like initially because I had to take money out from the ATMs, I was paying almost 64.5 or something like that.
Rupees, 5%.
And the same thing, if I look at the current US bank to do a wire transfer back to India or any other transfer mode, they're all quoting 60 rupees 40 paisa or 60 rupees 50 paisa. So
That's interesting. Okay.
You get hit both ways.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want to check how I can use IB for doing this, sending money across business also.
Hey, keep us posted.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, cool.